Hi friends, welcome to Gilded Loop Crochet. My name is Matt, and I'm so glad that you stopped by the channel today. It's another exciting yarn unboxing. I went a little crazy with the shopping. As you notice, my last couple videos have been an unboxing. This time we're going to be unboxing some Yarnspirations yarn. And I'm actually really pumped about this. So, let me tell you a little bit. Me and Yarnspirations have, I love them, but they had a tendency of messing up my orders, so I was always so apprehensive about ordering from them. But I have two gigantic boxes today to unbox for you, and I have some exciting news. Neither of them were messed up. Nothing was left out. So maybe they fixed their distribution center or whatever problem that they had. But kudos to you, Yarnspirations. You guys got everything together. And I have everything that I ordered. And I'm so pumped. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. But without further ado, let's make sure I don't have any shipping labels, but inside these boxes, I have two of them. The first order, both times, I kind of stumbled upon a sale, because sometimes they'll put one kind of yarn on sale, like a super good sale, and the rest of the stuff is either full priced or maybe you get lucky and find a couple that you like, and sometimes they just run great sales too. But I stumbled upon this sale for Bitty Stripes yarn, and it was $5 a ball for a skein, and I said, I can't pass that up. I have to get myself some of the Bitty Stripes. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cough, but so we got some Bitty Stripes today. I have a ton of Bitty Stripes. I have that whole section right there is Bitty Stripes. There's a whole wall behind me that has like 2 or 3 other colors. So I have a lot of the colors of Bitty Stripes. I love them. That, in my opinion, it is probably one of the best yarns that they've come out with in a long time. This colorway I didn't have. It is called Sunset Beach. And take a look at that. I saw some of the projects that had been worked up in Sunset Beach, and I said, yes, please. Let's try that. So this colorway is bright blue, and all the colors of the sunset. It is greens and yellows and reds and pinks and oranges and all of that, and everything that I've ever worked up in this Bitty Stripes, which I have worked up a project, an entire project in Pink Lemonade. I've worked up an entire project in Rainbow Mist, which is like the pastel-y colors. I've started a project with Unicorn Mane. I have a project that I'm going to be bringing to the channel in the color Galaxy. These yarns are beautiful. They are a super saver yarn, so they are not the softest yarn on the planet, but I will tell you this, and I promise you, they have really been working on their softness, and this is not itchy and scratchy like it used to be. And one wash after you're done with your project, you will be shocked how much this yarn softens up. It's never going to be butter soft, but it's not going to be itchy. It's not going to be scratchy. It really does soften up a lot in the first wash. I always just put a little bit of fabric softener in there. But let's go over the stats for the Bitty Stripes. So this is Sunset Beach. It is a 4 medium weight. It recommends a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, which in testing and working with this yarn, I find that the 5.5 is absolutely perfect for this. Unless you're doing a stitch pattern that's a little tighter, then you might want to go up a little bit. 5 millimeter knitting needle or 5.5 on the crochet hook. It is Ecotech certified, so no harmful substances on here. It is 100% acrylic. See, I feel like when they make this yarn and part of their making of it in the factory, it almost feels like it's got like starch sprayed on it or something like that. I don't know if that's true, so don't take my word for that, but I feel like it's like just a little starchy at first, but that's why when you wash it the first time, it's like it's so much better. But I love Red Heart Super Saver. I always have. They have a lot of really great colors. I worked up a lot of projects in Red Heart Super Saver. I worked up a blanket for someone like 20 years ago when I first started, and it literally looks like the day that I finished it. It doesn't fade. It stays solid. It is a tried and true yarn. People have been using it for decades, at least 50 years. I know people who have. It is 10 ounces and 515 yards. So you tell me where you can find 10 ounces of yarn for $5. Well, that was a sale. It's normally $9.99, but you can definitely find this stuff for $7.50. Walmart sells a couple variations for like $7.47 each. They don't have this color, but they have some of the more common colors. But I just loved this one. You need for a blanket, for a throw size blanket, you need at least 4 balls. If you are going, and that's if you're doing something that's not like a yarn eater or anything, ideally you want to have 5 balls, but you can get a throw blanket done with 4 balls if you're just cautious about the stitch pattern that you select. A V-stitch, like a lacy chevron stitch, something like that, even possibly like a granny row or something that's not like a huge yarn eater, you can do 4 balls. You really can. But if you want to be comfortable and know for sure that you're going to have enough to do a throw blanket, order 5. On the yarn ball, the project that it has, it's a solid stitch, no holes, no nothing, and they say 5 balls. So that's that. I did also order more of this. Now, I haven't seen anyone on YouTube really doing anything with this colorway. I had ordered 1 ball before because I was going to work up a sample. There's so many creators that have done samples of the Biddy stripes, but this one not as common, or really non-existent. I think it's just because it's blacks and grays. It's like gray colors, but if you like someone who likes grays, and you know sometimes the grays and blacks can be like a harsh transition, this will really give you more of a like a marbled look. And this one is actually already coming pretty soft. This is newsprint. Has all the same stats. So I'll show you newsprint here. So newsprint, it goes from black into silver, into the mediums, into the lights, into the charcoalies, all the different colors of grays and blacks and all of that, and even into white. If you have somebody who likes gray, like my spouse's favorite color is gray. It drives me crazy all the time that we can't just get some bright colors in the living room or something like that, but hey, it is what it is. So I bought this to make a throw blanket for my living room. So that's newsprint. I have had one already. I bought 3 more, and again, all the Biddy stripes when I got them were on sale for $5. And it was a fluke thing. Like, I just went on Yarnspirations website because I was looking for the next yarn that I'm about to show you. And I saw that those were on sale, and I'm like, what? And Yarnspirations gives you free shipping after $75 or $100, something like that. So I'm like, well, I gotta get enough to get the free shipping because, you know, that's how they get us. Anyway, I had gone on there because I had to find myself this yarn. I had to find myself this Caron Jumbo Ombre. The last time I ordered from Yarnspirations several months ago, they left out the Caron Jumbo Ombre. I tried to reach out to them and say that it was missing it, and they just canceled the order, which led me to believe maybe it was out of stock or something at that time. But I had to have it. It is Faded Jeans is the color. It's a 4 medium weight yarn. It is a 5mm crochet hook that's recommended. It's also 5mm on the knitting needle. It is a 12-ounce ball, 595 yards. That's a lot of yardage in this ball. You can see that they have a pillow that they're showing on there. And here's kind of what the side looks like. I have seen blankets worked up in this, and they're absolutely stunning. So my project plan for this is I am going to do a continuous granny square blanket, because just the fades of the colors from the blues to the lights to the darks to the whites, it's really, really, really beautiful. I wanted to have it. I have, my gosh, this Caron Jumbo Ombre I have a love affair with. I have, back in that corner, 5 other colors of this, and 5 balls each, at least 4 other colors. I can't remember. I have a lot. And I've worked up projects in this before. Oh my gosh. Every project I've worked up in this Caron Jumbo Ombre is a showstopper. Beautiful. So if you're looking for a variegated yarn that just turns out stunning, you can't go wrong with really any of the Caron Jumbo Ombres. So it is softer than Red Heart Super Saver. It's softer than the Bitty Stripes just by a hair. It's not going to be super soft, but I mean, it's acrylic yarn, but it is going to be comfortable. And it's going to be a nice yarn. It is 100% acrylic. This pillow that they showed said that it required 2 balls. Everything that I've ever done in this, 5 balls is the magic number, because with these, I like to make a little bit of a bigger blanket. So 5 balls, if you want to be able to make a nice throw size blanket, not like a small one, but like just a really good, comfy, oversized throw, 5 balls is your magic number. If you could probably get a single size bed out of 5 balls too, I would say 6 balls for a queen and at least 7 for a king size. But any of these Caron Jumbo Ombres are just stunning. So again, Faded Jeans. This was my purpose for going there. I had to have it. Like, this colorway spoke to me. And then while I was there, they came out with a couple new shades of Caron Simply Soft. I have a nice collection of Caron Simply Soft. I do use it for projects. I know I've complained on this channel about it splitting and stuff like that. I don't care. It turns out to be luscious and soft and beautiful, and it stands the test of time. It doesn't fade very much. I worked up a blanket again, probably 25 years ago now. The first yarn that I ever worked with was Caron Simply Soft, and it was in the late 90s, early 2000s, probably like 99, around there. and I gave it to my older sister at the time, and she still has it. And they just last forever. So it is a good yarn. So let's go over the stats. Caron Simply Soft. It's 100% acrylic. It's a 6-ounce ball, 315 yards, 4 medium weight. It's a great beginner yarn if you're trying to start out. It's 5mm crochet hook. Like I said, it was what I started with. It's machine washable and dryable. You can just throw it in the wash. There are no dye lots in Caron Simply Soft. So if you buy, by the way, this color, it's one of the new colors, is called Periwinkle. If you buy Periwinkle today, and 3 years from now, as long as Periwinkle, the color, is still available, you buy another ball, it is going to be the exact same color. You're not going to have to worry about dye lots. That is one of the huge advantages of Caron Simply Soft. You could have started a project 10 years ago and come back to it now, buy the same colors, and it will match up. That's delightful. So, Periwinkle. I got 2. This is a brand new colorway. Just came out. I wanted to order the brand new colors so you could see them on my channel. So, Periwinkle. If you're a fan of Periwinkle, this is a good one for you. Okay? They also came out with this colorway, and this was new as well. And my thoughts are, wow, wouldn't these go nice together in a baby blanket? But this is Peach. Peach is also one of their new colors. Periwinkle and Peach. Look at that. Beautiful together. You might be sensing a trend. I'm thinking about a baby blanket here. I got this colorway, which is Feathered Gray. I can't remember if Feathered Gray is one of the new ones. I think it was. But anyway, that's Feathered Gray. It might not be. Maybe it's just one of the ones that I thought went well with this. And then I got one. This is not a new color. This has been out for a little while. This speckle yarn. This is Seashell, and it's speckled. It's a cream color speckled with blacks and browns and taupes. So, the speckled yarn is probably a little bit different stats. So we'll take a look. It's machine washable and dryable. Again, this is Seashell. 5mm hook. It's a 5-ounce, 235 yards, and this is 6-ounce, 315 yards. So the normal Caron Simply Soft is 6 ounces. The speckled is 5 ounces. So let's drop some of these here. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a baby blanket using these colorways. I only got one of the speckled. It'll just be maybe a border and slight offset color within the project. So these will be the main colorways in the project. So yeah, that's what we've got. The Caron Simply Soft. I hadn't noticed them bring out a new colorway for that for quite some time, so I was very excited about that. Okay, anyway, I don't want this video to be too long, but let's get into the next box here. So, there is some really good treasures in this new box, and things that will lead to some yarn swatches. So, first thing that I got, and I didn't get this on sale. I paid full price for this. But I wanted to get some more of this Bernat Sport Ombre Twist. So we have the Bernat Sport Ombre Twist. Again, I paid full price for this. I just loved this. Loved this. I had already got another colorway when Joann's was going out of business. I wanted like super discounted price. And I started a project with it. I frogged it because I didn't like the stitch pattern that I was doing, and I'm going to go back to it. But this is a lot of yarn. This $12, $12.99 a ball. Sometimes they run sales on Bernat like 20% off. So keep an eye out on that. So you can get this for like usually $10 a ball, $9-10 a ball, somewhere around there. I just paid full price for it because I got the other stuff in here at a super discounted price, so it kind of like offsetted it. But this is Bernat Sport Ombre Twist. It is a 100% acrylic. It is 9.9 ounces, and I noticed that they have a little sticker on here. So it says it is 1,011 yards. See the little sticker on there? And they must have like corrected a error on the label. But it's a 3 lightweight, and it kind of throws you off because you see Sport Ombre Twist, so you think sport weight, like a 2 weight, but no, it's actually a 3 weight. It's soft and fluffy and airy, and it is almost like, you know how like puzzle yarns are where they're like twisted with 2 different colors? That's what this is. So Bernat Sport Ombre Twist. They didn't have a whole lot of like 3-weight yarn, so this is a nice 3-weight, and it's big. It's big. This color is sorbet. I call it sorbet. You might call it sorbet. I don't know. This colorway is melon. Now, I wanted to find 2 different colors of this that married and matched one another, so I could pair it and go a couple rows of one, couple rows of the next, right? I think 2 balls, 1 ball of this is gonna make a whole baby blanket. So I think I can get maybe 2 baby blankets out. I don't know. Maybe I'll make something even bigger, but the reason that I got these 2 colors is, look at the ends. You see how that yellow or that gold color, the exact colorway is in both. So that fuses them both together and we'll be able to marry the other colors together nicely. So that's what I was kind of looking for 2 different balls where at least they had one color that was the exact same in both balls, and that was this. So we have pink, like a pink and white puzzle yarn-ish, kind of twisted together. And then we have yellow and white, a white solid. You can really see some of the colorways in this melon color here. It is like the green in that melon, it's like a lime green. It's a brighter color. And then you can see some of the colors in this, the pinks and the yellows and peach. So this is pink, yellow, peach, white. And this is melon, white, yellow. I think that's it. But I think this is a non-traditional pairing, but I think that they're going to really look nice together. The other colorway that I had already bought before, I got this when Joann's was going out of sale, and they still sell this colorway. This is aquatic, and it's grays, greens, and whites. I'll just show it to you since I have it in my stash here. This Bernat Sport Weight. I have 2 balls of this too. So I don't know. Even though that these are both greens, I don't think I would pair them together. I really like that the yellows are both in those same balls together. So I'm interested to play around with that Bernat Sport Weight yarn a little bit more. Okay. Now, you may have heard or you may have seen that Red Heart Super Saver came out with several new shades of ombre. I promise this was worth the wait. I bought every single one of the new shades of the ombre yarn, and I will be bringing you swatches for this. Okay, we're going to take a look at them today. So I got an email that said that they were running a sale on the Super Saver Ombre. And I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. They were $5 a ball. These are normally $10 a ball. So I was like, I have a lot of the other shades that I like. It's one of my favorite yarns. It is the GOAT when it comes to an ombre style yarn. So I said, I haven't tried out any of the new colors, and I haven't seen much on YouTube about them. So I'm going to try to work up some swatches. And like I said, I bought every single color. So we're going to have a swatch for every single color. It's going to take me a little bit, but we'll work on that. I've got a couple other projects I'm working on first, but I will bring this to you maybe towards the end of December. And who knows, if I finish some of the other projects a little earlier, maybe we'll get to this a little bit earlier. But it's coming. Let's go over all the colors. These colors, how do I say this lightly? These colors make me uncomfortable. They're bright. They're bold. They're something that I wouldn't normally go for. But I got them for you. I got them for the channel. And I am going to push myself out of my comfort zone and work on making a project combining some of the colors together and doing something a little bit outside of my comfort zone. And I got one of the colors enough to make a whole project too. So again, I got these at just such a killer deal. I couldn't say no. And I'm always looking for different yarns out there that I'm like, well, what can I bring to the channel? I love doing the yarn swatches. I feel like you all like them as well. Because I try to make sure that I do them pretty in-depth and thorough. So anyway, this one is called Party. Look at those colors. You've got, what is that blue color? That's like a purpley blue. You got many different shades of purple. There's some peach in there. Yeah, just look at all those colors, all the different colors for this. The way that they transition their ombres with Red Heart Super Saver, I know it's just going to be beautiful because their transitions are so seamless with this, and I'm super excited to see how this works out. Let's go over a couple stats. The stats will be the same for everything. It's a 4 medium weight. They recommend a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook or a 5 millimeter knitting needle. It is Ecotech certified. It's 100% acrylic. They do not have, they do have dye lots, so keep that in mind. But I've bought different stuff at different times. Sometimes the feel is a little bit different, but I've never really had an issue with the dyeing. But they do say to buy enough. It's a 10-ounce ball. It's 482 yards. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new colorways. We got them all here. Okay, so this is Party. This one is called Peaceful. And Peaceful and Party are kind of similar. Peaceful is pinks, lavenders. Yeah, it's like mainly pinks and lavenders. Look at those colors. I think that is going to turn out stunning. Again, that's called Peaceful. I think they gave that the right color. I mean, the right color name. Very peaceful. Pinks and lavenders. I could see that turning out to be absolutely beautiful. Even pairing with Party, I could see it looking very nice together. All right, so Peaceful and Party. This one's gonna break your eyeballs. It's so bright. This is called Electric. Look at those colors. These are neons, but not all neons. So we have a neon yellow, a neon green, a light like baby blue, a teal, a darker blue. You can really see all the different colors there. I think they gave this the right color name by naming it electric. But I could really see something turning out nice with this. This is definitely going to be a brighter project. So if you have someone who likes the bright neon colors, this might be a good pairing. And I'm interested to see how these colors transition because they're so starkly different. Like I said, the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre has notoriously been known for fantastic transitions in color. This is another bright colorway that they came out with. It's called Marigold. This one feels really soft. So Marigold is a lot of different oranges and peaches and rusty colors. If you have maybe someone in your life who's like a construction worker or blue collar and they wear like bright colors so they can be seen. Maybe you're trying to make them a nice scarf for the winter time. This Marigold, I think, would do a nice trick for that. Then we have Gold Bar. So Gold Bar has some browns. It has some neon yellows in there, but it has some light, more muted lemons, and even some greens. So that one's very interesting. I kind of like this. It's speaking to me a little bit. So we've got another bright color here. This one's not as, this one's a little bit more all in the same color family. So this one's called Lime. All different green colors. But the Red Heart Super Saver, the one thing that most of them have is they have a lot of different color variations, but all in the same color family. So this one really kind of leads into what they're traditionally known for, being all in the same color family. And you'll notice, I think that this one was also a lot more in the same color family, but still had some brights in it. But this lime color, I think, might actually work out to be really nice. And then the last color, which is also one that is all in the same color family, is Tomato, I think it's called. Yeah, Tomato. So we have magentas and reds and pinks and blushes and all those different colorways. And I think that it could really work out to be something very, very beautiful in a project. All right. And then the last one, and this is the one that I ordered a bunch of. Well, not a bunch, but enough to make a project. And that was their more neutral color that they came out with. That is called Slate. Now, so Slate is really quite beautiful, I think. If you're into the neutral colors, you have grays and tans and all of the creamy neutral colors. And I know because this is an ombre yarn, it's going to transition really nice from one color to the next. Let's just kind of pull this ball band back a little bit so we can see. Yeah, these grays and tans. And there's some creams and stuff in there. I bought 5 balls of this. They come in sleeves of 2. So if you want to have them wrapped, order in quantities of 2. Yeah, I think that this one's going to turn out to be really, really pretty. I like the neutral colors. And then the last thing that I ordered was just another ball of this heirloom color on the Quilt all-in-one motif yarn. I did a tutorial on my channel of a pillow that I made from this, and I have two like side chairs in my living room, and I put that pillow on one of my side chairs, and it's beautiful. It matches with my living room decor absolutely perfectly. I didn't know where I was going to put the pillow, whether it be on a bed or where, but it just went so great there. So I need to make another one so I can have two matching pillows in there. So I just got that. If you're interested in checking out more of this heirloom color, go on my channel and look for the pillow tutorial, and you'll see what this all looks like together. I have it all worked up, and it's super beautiful. If you like neutral tone colors, I have gotten so many compliments on this pillow. Every single time someone comes over, they want to know more about it. And this quilt motif yarn, in my opinion, worked up so easily. I got the color transitions to match up just right. I found it a lot easier to work with than the Granny Square yarn, personally. So I love that. That's all that I got. But we have 1, 2. So we have slate, tomato, lime, party, marigold, electric, gold bar, and peaceful. Those will all be coming to you in yarn swatches on the channel, hopefully in December. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I've got some more stuff coming out soon. I've got a new pattern coming out very, very soon for a Christmas tree skirt. I have some more tutorials that are going to be coming very soon. I just finished a project on a blanket that will be coming to the channel as well. So lots of stuff coming your way. If you're not already, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, interact, all the things, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much for stopping by, and have a great day. Bye.